Hello everyone, welcome to a new update, and today we're going to discuss some altcoins. As I've been saying that altcoins are going to do well, and altcoins have been doing well, as a few of the coins that we're going to discuss in this video are Zilliqa and Elrond, and that's two of the biggest winners in the previous months, and I think they will be continuing in 2021 heavily from here. Why do I have the AV chart up? It's comparable to where the majority of the altcoins are. But before we are going to continue, I would like to say to you to subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram, as I'll be using Instagram more as a platform where I'll be going live answering your questions. But I've got the AV chart here, as it's very comparable to where the majority of the altcoins are right now, which is at this stage here. We saw Ziliqa consolidating, which is comparable to what we've witnessed in this period. Several months of sideways action, after which the price starts to accelerate. During these upwards runs, you can see that there is continuously a retest of the previous level before it starts to run further up, and we can actually see that it has been hitting a new all-time high, which is almost double the one that we've seen in 2017, and we're not in a finish or end stage of the bull market at all. So the upwards potential of altcoins is heavy, and as I'm going to discuss my top altcoins for 2021 or the coming period, there's so much potential in those altcoins, and that's why we're going to discuss some of them. And the first one we can be discussing is our dearest friend Zilliqa, which has been doing relatively well, and it has been doing great in the previous months after this period of consolidation here, as we can see. Sideways consolidation, after which the price started to accelerate towards this resistance zone. And in general, this resistance zone is the final resistance, aside from a small one around 15 cents, which is also the 1.618 Fibonacci level, which is comparable. This is the final resistance before we're going towards an all-time high. That's what I wanted to say. So what we can witness here, what we can express, or what we can expect, is most likely that we're going to have a period of consolidation on Zilliqa before we continue. Most likely aligning with a correction on Bitcoin, as that is showing short-term correction is likely, given that it's still in an upwards run. Higher high, higher lows. So you're looking for a higher low to continue this upwards momentum. That higher low is most likely going to be found around 5 cents. But if we get in this range, I'll definitely be a buyer. What you don't want to see is that we're going to lose the level below 3 cents. You want to see the price hold above 3 cents. If that is holding as support, most likely we're going to see a new run, and the new run will bring Zilliqa towards an all-time high in 2021, as that is going to be the next impulse wave, as I've done through Fibonacci. Zilica Bitcoin actually showing that there is still consolidation here. We've had a very beautiful retest of the area, and actually it has been doing what we wanted it to be doing. Retest of the previous resistance zone for confirmation of support, as we can see. Block held for support, and therefore we are going to see that continuation. Currently still facing resistance, can't break through it, which is not too bad. Levels that we are looking at for potential support are the areas around 210 sats. That's also the area that we see here as a confluence and order block. We might be dropping down towards 188, but this is the area that you'll be looking at for potential support, and based on Fibonacci, the next runner will most likely bring us towards this range, or, and now it's actually blocking me, the next area around 800 sats, and most likely then we're going to overshoot towards 1000 sats even. So what we can see on both pairs is that it's in bullish price action, and there's some momentum to occur from this one. Then we've got another one, which is eGold, and it has seen a massive year, one of the biggest winners throughout the entire year. And actually we've seen this heavy bullish divergence, which broke to the upside, higher low construction, which flipped the previous support for support, acceleration, rejection at resistance, after which you want to see that higher low to continue this upwards momentum. It has to hold this green zone around 700 to 750 sats. If that is holding, we most likely get this test here. The more often you test the resistance zone at 1300 sats, the more likely we're going to break through, and then you're going to target the all-time high around 2500 sats. If 750 sats does not provide support, we're going to look at 380 again, but for now everything is fine, especially given the fact that the USD chart is approaching the all-time high and actually just consolidating around the all-time high area. And we have been saying those interesting levels that are found and are actually holding. The area around 20 bucks is the support area, the area around 17 bucks, and in the worst case around 13 to 14. That's the zones that you want to look at. If we're going to consolidate, make a bull flag structure and start to break out from here, you can start targeting based on Fibonacci extension, and the first target zone is 37 and the second one is 47. So that's also one most likely going towards a new all-time high. Then we've got some coins that are still at all-time lows. Nobody are discussing them, which means that they are interesting. TomoChain is one of those coins. Heavy drop down, lost support that has been holding for a substantial period of time, after which we drop towards the all-time low. Now, if you want to take the entry right now, that is a risky one, but if you're an investor, you might be looking at longs in this range, as it's a bargain to buy them right now. If you want to have a more stable trade on TomoChain, this reclaim is most likely going to trigger a rally towards at least 7,000 satoshis and most likely to these highs again. So you can actually look at it in this manner in which we are bouncing back up, reclaim, and then we start to accelerate like we have been doing previously. So many of those altcoins are not being discussed right now, while they are actually interesting as they are showing massive opportunities to come. What has to occur in order to have that momentum? Bitcoin has to correct, so the money will go from Bitcoin towards altcoins. What is the USD chart of Tomo doing at this point? The USD chart, and I've got the wrong one again, is actually just consolidating, and as long as we are just consolidating like this, we are going to make that accumulation period in which we are making a potential falling wedge structure. You want to see a double bottom construction, or you want to see 55 cents sustain as support, and then the next run will most likely bring us towards a new all-time high or a new high on this chart, which is $2.45. As we are making higher lows then, and we have been making higher highs, so you're looking for that higher high in general. So that's my update for today on the altcoins. Many are still interesting. Tomorrow we are going to discuss the top altcoins, and I wish you a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram.